Hello students, in this video we will learn factorization method, okay, and it is also called as splitting the middle term. Now why do we use this factorization or splitting the middle term? We use this method to find the values of x. For example, if we have x square 7x plus 10 is equal to 0, this is a quadratic equation, right? If we want to find the roots of this equation, if we want to find the values of x are called as roots of this equation, okay. If you want to find the values of x, we use these four methods. First one is factorization. It is also called as splitting the middle term. We also use graphical method. Third method is completing square, and the fourth method is quadratic formula. In this video, we will learn about factorization method. Graphical method we'll learn in the next video, completing square another video, quadratic formula another video, okay. But today in this video we will learn about factorization method. All these methods are used to find the values of x for a quadratic equation. Alright, in the 10th standard you have these four methods. In 2021 batch for Telangana state, completing square method is not there, okay, but still we'll go ahead and I'll prepare a video on completing square method so that you will have an idea. Alright, so let me rub this graphical method, completing square and quadratic formula. Now x square plus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation and we need to find the values of x, okay. See here, our first step should be coefficient of x square should be multiplied by the constant term, okay. Listen carefully, coefficient of x square, what is coefficient of x square? 1, okay, there is 1 here, right? 1 should be multiplied by constant term 10, so it is equal to 10, including the sign. See, this is plus, this is also plus, so plus 10 plus 1 plus 10 will give us plus 10. We should find the factors of 10. We should find the factors of 10, okay. Factors of 10. What are the factors of 10? 1, 2, 5 and 10. So these are the four factors of 10, okay. Alright, we found the factors. Now listen carefully. Out of these four factors, we should select any two factors. We should select any two factors such that multiplication should give us this number and addition subtraction should be the middle term. Like see, multiplication should be equal to plus 10, okay. Addition or subtraction should be equal to how much? 7. It should be equal to 7. Addition or subtraction should be equal to plus 7, okay. So check which two numbers will satisfy. 1 into 2, if we take 1 and 2, if we consider 1 and 2, multiplication, will it give us 10? We need multiplication 10, no. So 1 and 2 should not be considered. Like this 1 and 5, you check, 1 and 5 will give us 5. Multiplication of 1 and 5 is 5. We need plus 10, okay. We should not consider that. 1 and 10, see, okay, 1 and 10 we are getting multiplication 10, but can we write 1 and 10 to get plus 7? No. See, check all the combinations, plus plus, it will give us plus 11, minus minus, it will give us minus 11, minus plus, plus 9, plus minus, minus 9. We should have plus 7. Okay, even though multiplication is being satisfied, addition subtraction it is not satisfying, okay. We should select two numbers from these factors whose multiplication should give us 10 and whose addition or subtraction should give us plus 7. So if you observe carefully, 2 and 5 will match the criteria, right? So see, 2 into 5 will give us 10. That is plus 2 multiplied by plus 5 will give us plus 10. And how can we write 2 and 5 to get plus 7? We can write it as plus 2 plus 5. Plus 2 plus 5 will give us plus 7, right? So both the conditions are matched now. multiplication we are getting 10, addition or subtraction we are getting 7. Good. Now we should split this 7x in this form now. So here we have x square, first term is x square, plus this middle term should be split like this, 2x plus 5x plus 10 is equal to 0. We can write 5 first, we can write x square plus 5x plus 2x also. We will get the same answer. Alright, I hope this is clear. See, I'll repeat the steps. First, coefficient of x square should be multiplied with constant term, so we got 10. Find the factors of 10. We got 4 factors. So no matter how many factors you get, out of those factors we need to select any 2 factors whose multiplication should give us this number 10 and addition subtraction should give us the middle term plus 7. Alright, so 2 and 5 is matching the criteria, so we selected 2 and 5. Now out of these 2 terms you can take x common, so we will have x plus 2. If you are having doubt, just multiply x into x, x square, x into 2, 2x. Okay, out of these 2 terms we can take plus 5 common and write x plus 2. See, 5 into x, 5x, 5 2s is 10. Okay, now I'll tell one trick here. Okay, see, whatever you get here inside the brackets, what do we have inside the brackets here? X plus 2. We will get the same thing here also, x plus 2. So if you have x plus 2 inside the bracket, write x plus 2 here again. Okay, what should come outside the brackets? See, here we have x, we need 5x. How can we make this as 5x? What should we multiply this with some number to get 5x? Tell me. We should multiply by 5, because 5 into x, 5x, 5 2s are 10. What sign? Whatever sign we have here, you place that sign. If you are having doubts, see, just check everything. X into x is x square, x into 2 is 2x, plus sign, plus 5 into x is 5x, 5 into 2 is 10. All the signs are also matching, right? Now from these 2 terms, what can we take common? See, x plus 2 is here, x plus 2 is here also, so we can take x plus 2 common. And if we take x plus 2 common, what is remaining? X plus 5 is remaining, so x plus 5 is equal to 0. Or whatever is there inside the brackets, you write it one time, whatever is there outside the brackets, you write one time. It is one and the same. Alright, so what did we do here now? We had a quadratic equation, we wrote that into linear and linear equation. We wrote that as product of 2 linear equations. We know how to find the value of x for linear equation. X plus 2 is equal to 0, and here x plus 5 is equal to 0. So send x on the other side becomes minus 2, send x on the other side here, it becomes minus 5. So minus 2 and minus 5 are the roots of this equation. Okay, minus 2 and minus 5 are the roots of the given equation. Or we can say x value of x is minus 2 and value of x is minus 5, which means if you substitute minus 2 in this equation, in place of x if you write minus 2, you will get 0, and in place of x if you write minus 5, you will get 0. Okay, I hope this is clear. If I am fast, just watch the video in 0.75 speed. Okay, now I have few questions here. Let us solve those questions. This was an easy example. I hope you understood this example. Okay, let me rub this and give you few more examples, like x square minus 3x. I have a book here, minus 10 is equal to 0. I have a book, I wrote questions on the book. Okay, x square minus 3x minus 10. Yes, now see, coefficient of x square should be multiplied with constant term minus 10, so we have minus 10. Okay, factors of 10 now. What are the factors of 10? 1, 2, 5 and 10 again, right? See, we should select any two factors. Multiplication should give us minus 10, addition subtraction should give us the middle term minus 3. So again 2 and 5 will satisfy. See, how can we write 2 and 5 to get the middle term minus 3? See, this is plus, this is minus. Plus 2 minus 5 will give us minus 3. And what are the numbers we are selecting? We are selecting plus 2 and we are selecting minus 5. If you multiply this, see, plus 2 and minus 5. If you multiply this, are we not getting minus 10? Yes. So 2 and minus 5 are the required factors for us. So x square plus 2x minus 5x minus 10 is equal to 0. We should split like this. Okay. From these two terms, what can we take common? X common. So it will give us x plus 2, and whatever is there inside the brackets, we should write it one more time. That's what I told you, right? That's our trick. Outside the bracket, see, we have only x. We need 5x. So multiply by 5. What sign? Minus sign. Now x plus 2 write one time and x minus 5 write one time here. Okay. So x plus 2 is equal to 0 and x minus 5 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 2, x is equal to plus 5. So these are the values of x. Alright, very easy concept, right? Now I have another question. Let me rub this. I have few questions written here. Let us do this one. 2x square minus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay. 2x square minus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now pause the video and try to solve this. Okay. Pause the video and try to solve this. I hope you have paused the video. Okay. And solve this. Let us check. Now coefficient of x square is 2. 2 should be multiplied with 3 now. Both are plus signs. So we'll have plus 6. Alright. Factors of 6. 1, 2, 3 and 6 are the factors of 6. Out of these factors, we should select any two numbers. Addition subtraction should give us the middle term. Minus 5. Multiplication should give us plus 6. Right? Multiplication should be plus 6. Addition or subtraction should give us minus 5. So which two terms will satisfy? Which two numbers will satisfy? See here, 1 and 6 will also satisfy. Okay, because can we write 1 plus 1 minus 6 to get minus 5? The middle term should be minus 5. Plus 1 minus 6 if we write, we get minus 5. But what are the numbers we are considering? We are considering plus 1 and minus 6. So plus 1 minus 6 if we multiply, we will get minus 6. Do we need minus 6 or do we need plus 6? We need plus 6. So this 1 and minus 6 should not be considered. So we should consider 2 and 3. So see, 2 and 3, how can we write to get minus 5? Minus 2, minus 3. Okay, now minus 2 we are considering and minus 3. Now if you multiply this, minus into minus is plus, 2 3s is 6. So it is matching now. It is matching our criteria. Okay. Now suppose if you don't include the signs, let us say by mistake I am using plus 1 and minus 6. Even though if it is wrong, I am using this plus 1 minus 6x plus 3. Where could we go wrong? I am explaining you that. See, what can we take common? X. So this will be 2x plus 1, and here also I should write 2x plus 1. Whatever is there inside the bracket, write it one more time. Outside the bracket minus 3, because 3 2s are 6 will come, right? Now if you observe the signs, see, x into 2x, 2x square, x into 1 is 1x plus sign. Okay, this one 3 2s are 6, 6x, minus sign is there. Minus into plus is minus, but what sign do we have here? We have plus sign. So if you take 1 and minus 6, the signs will not match. Okay, so don't do that mistake. Some students, what they will do is, they will think, okay, both are satisfying, 1 and minus 6 is also satisfying, minus 2 minus 3 is also satisfying, I can take either this or this. No, it is wrong. You should take only minus 2 minus 3 in this problem. Okay, so let me rub this because this is wrong, so I am rubbing this also. We are not considering 1 and minus 6. Okay, so what should we consider? Minus 2 minus 3. So this is 2x square minus 2x minus 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. What can we take common from these two terms? X, we can take 2x common. Okay, see here, 2x square is there, so it is 2 into x into x. Now the second term is 2x, so 2x, see, 2 is also there, x is also there, so we can take 2x common. So if you take 2x common, what will be left in the first term? X will be left, and in the next term 1 will be left. Just multiply 2x into x, 2x square, 2x into 1, 2x. Now whatever is there inside the brackets, write one more time. Outside the bracket, what should I write? See, I have 3x, so write 3x with minus sign here. Okay, see, minus 3 into x, minus 3x, minus into minus plus, 3 1 is 3. These two are exactly same. So whatever is there inside the bracket, write one time, whatever is there outside the bracket, write one time. So this is x minus 1 is equal to 0, and this is 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, x is equal to 1, 2x is equal to 3, 3 goes on the other side, right? So x is equal to 3 by 2, 2 goes on the other side, it will divide. So the roots are 1 and 3 by 2. Okay, I hope this is clear. Let us do little difficult problems now. Okay. Not difficult, they are easy only. Okay, what do we have here? We have root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Okay, we have this, and we have 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 is equal to 0. We'll solve these problems now. Okay, now same procedure, coefficient of x square should be multiplied by 5 root 2. So coefficient of x square is root 2 multiplied by 5 root 2. So what do we have? Root 2 into root 2 is how much? 2 multiplied by 5. 2 5 is how much? 10. Okay, factors of 10, we got 10 again, 1, 2, 5 and 10. Okay, see, the middle term is 7. So which numbers will satisfy? 2 and 5. So plus 2 plus 5 will give us plus 7, right? Plus 2 multiplied by plus 5 will give us plus 10. Okay, that's what we need. We should split this 7x in this form now. Root 2x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. I hope you understood this. See, don't think this is a difficult problem because we have roots in this case. This is also easy. All right, now what can we take common from these two terms? Can we take x common? Yes. Is there anything else we can take common from these two terms? Root 2. See, can we write 2 as root 2 multiplied by root 2 into x? 2 is root 2 into root 2. Root 2 into root 2 is how much? It is equal to 2. So I wrote 2 as root 2 into root 2. So this is 5x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. See now, root 2x I'll take common. So x will be remaining. If I take root 2x common, what is remaining here? Root 2. So root 2 here. So whatever is there inside the bracket, I'll write it one more time here. X plus 2 is here inside the brackets. I'll write x plus 2 again here. Outside the brackets, what should I write? 5, because we need 5x, right? See, 5 into x, 5x, 5 into root 2, 5 root 2, all the signs are also matching, right? Now, whatever is there inside the bracket, write one time. Whatever is there outside the bracket, write one more time. One time, that's all. Okay? It's like taking x plus root 2 common. It is in fact that only, right? So, x plus root 2 is equal to 0 and 2x plus root 5 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus root 2, plus root 2 goes on the other side, becomes minus root 2. this is how much? Root 2x is equal to minus 5, plus 5 goes on the other side. X is equal to how much? Minus 5 by root 2. So minus root 2 and minus 5 by root 2 are the two roots of this equation. Okay, let us come to this one. I hope this is clear. I need some place, so I am going to rub this part. Okay, see, 2 into 1 by 8. Coefficient of x square should be multiplied by constant term. So if you multiply this, 2 1s are 2 4s are 1 by 4. Finding factors of 1 by 4 will be little confusing, right? Okay. So see, this 8 is creating problem for us. So what if we eliminate that 8? How can we eliminate 8? Tell me. By multiplying both sides by 8. If we multiply both sides by 8, this 8 will be eliminated. See, multiply both sides by 8. So every term here should be multiplied by 8. 8 into 2x square minus, this is 8. 8 into x plus this is 8 into 1 by 8 is equal to 8 into 0. So this RHS will be 0, only 8 zeros are 0. This is 8 2s are 16x square minus 8x plus 8 divided by 8 is how much? 1. So we have quadratic equation like this now. We got rid of 8. Can you simplify now? Okay. Yes, we can simplify. I am going to rub the other part. Okay. I hope you understood this. So what do we have? We have 16x square minus 8x plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. All right. I'll rub this also. Okay. Now 16 multiplied by 1. 16 multiplied by 1 is 16. Factors of 16. 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. Okay, good. We got the factors. Now, see, multiplication should give us plus 16. Addition, subtraction should give us minus 8. So, which two numbers will satisfy? 2 and 6 will not satisfy because 2 and 4 will not satisfy because we will not get minus 8. 8 and 4 also will not satisfy. 2, 8, 2, 16, nothing. We can repeat the numbers also, like see, we can take 1 and 1 also, 2 and 2 also, 4 and 4 also, 8 and 8, 16 and 16 also. 4 and 4 will match. See, 4 and 4 will give us minus 8 if you write it like this, right? Minus 4 multiplied by minus 4 will give us plus 16, right? So we can take minus 4 and minus 4. So this minus 8 should be written as minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. What can we take common from these two terms? We can take 4x common. If you take 4x common, see, 4 4s is 16, 1 4x will be remaining. If you are having doubt, just multiply 4x into 4x, 16x square minus 1 here. So whatever we get inside the brackets, write one more time, and outside minus 1. Why did we write minus 1? See, why did we write minus 1 here? We already have 4x. We have 4x. There should be something outside, right? So what should be that number? It should be 1. What sign? Minus sign. So now 4x minus 1 multiplied by 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. So this is 4x minus 1 is equal to 0 and 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. So 4x will be equal to 1, x will be equal to 1 by 4. Same thing will come here, right? X is equal to 1 by 4. So the roots are 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. Okay. I hope this is clear. Now what we'll do is we'll take one more example. Okay, in which x value is in the numerator. Okay, x value is in the numerator. We have a question like this is equal to 2. Okay, Okay, this marker is leaking ink, so I'll use another marker. All right. So x minus 3 by x is equal to 2. Now, see, what is there in the denominator here? X. Multiply both sides by x. So this will be x into x minus x into 3 by x is equal to 2 into x, or x into 2. So this x will get cancelled. What do we have here? X square minus this is 3 is equal to 2x. Okay, this is x square. So x square, bring this 2x this side, it will become minus 2x, and minus 3 is equal to 0 is there. I think you can solve this now. Okay, solve this problem and write the answers in the comment section. Okay, all right. Let me do another problem. Let us do this problem now. It is 3 into x minus 4 whole square minus 5 into x minus 4 is equal to 12. Okay, how should we simplify this problem? 3 into x minus 4 whole square minus 5 into x minus 4 is equal to 12. See, one thing we can do here is we can use a minus b whole square identity, expand, multiply by 3 and write this into quadratic equation and simplify. Okay, but there is one more trick. See, inside the brackets x minus 4 here. If you take this as, see, oh god, this is also leaking ink, right? So if whatever is there inside the bracket, if you introduce another variable, like let x minus 4 is equal to, let us take y now. So what will this equation become? It will become 3y square, because this has become y now, minus 5 into y is equal to 12. In place of x minus 4 we wrote y. This is equal to 3y square minus 5y minus 12 is equal to 0. This 12 goes on the other side, becomes minus. Now we have a quadratic equation in terms of y. We should find the values of y, right? And then substitute it here. In this we should substitute. We'll get the value of x. Okay, let us do that. See, coefficient of x square should be multiplied with constant term, which is minus 12. So it will give us minus 36. Now factors of 36, see, little difficult to find factors of 36, right? So what we do is we use prime factorization method like this. 18, I hope you know this method. 2 and 18, the middle term should be minus 5. Check, can we use 2 and 18 and get minus 5? No, we cannot. 2 and 9 now. See here, 2 2s is 4. So this is 4 now. Can we use 4 and 9 to get minus 5? Absolutely right. 4 and 9 will give us minus 5. How? If we write plus 4 and minus 5. So the factors of 32 which we should use are 4 and minus 9. So we should split this minus 5 in this form. 3y square plus 4y minus 9y minus 12 is equal to 0. I hope you understood this. We can write minus 9y plus 4y also. From these two terms we can take y common, so this will be 3y plus 4, and here also we should write 3y plus 4 is equal to 0. Outside the bracket, see, we have 3y, we need 9, so minus 3 will come. Okay, so 3y plus 4 one time and y minus 3 one time is equal to 0. Okay, so what do we have now? I am rubbing this part. 3y plus 4 is equal to 0, y minus 3 is equal to 0. Y is equal to 3 goes on the other side, becomes minus 3 goes on the other side, becomes plus 3. 3y is minus 4, y is minus 4 by 3. This 3 goes on the other side, becomes division, right? So these are not our answers. Should we find the value of y or should we find the value? Oh, okay. So the video stopped recording, so I am continuing again. We found the value of y. Y is minus 4 by 3, y is equal to 3. Okay. But should we find the value of y or should we find the value of x? We should find the value of x. Okay. So we got the values of y. We should substitute these values here. We took x minus 4 is equal to y, right? So we have two cases. So let us take case 1. If y is equal to 3. If y is equal to 3, see, x minus 4 will be equal to 3, right? X minus 4 was equal to y, so x minus 4 will be equal to 3. Send this 4 on the other side, it will become plus 4. So x will be equal to how much? It will be equal to 7. What is case 2 now? If we consider y is equal to minus 4 by 3. So what is x minus 4? See, x minus 4 was equal to y, right? So x minus 4 was equal to y. So x minus 4, what is y now? 4 by 3, minus 4 by 3. Okay. Send this minus 4 on the other side, it will become plus 4. So how should we simplify this? See, minus 4 by 3 plus 4. If we don't have anything, that means there is 1 in the denominator, right? Yes. Now, when the denominators are different, multiply the denominators. 1 into 3, 3. It's like cross multiplication now. 1 into minus 4 is minus 4 plus 3 into 4 is 12. Okay. So this is minus 4 plus 12. Minus 4 plus 12 is how much? 8. So this will give us 8 by 3. So we have the values of x as 8 by 3 and 7. Okay. I hope you understood this. So in place of x minus 4, we introduced a new variable y. So it became 3y square minus 5y is equal to 12. We found the values of y, but our intention was not to find the value of y. We should find x. So again we substituted the values of y and we got the values of x. Okay. I'll rub this. Now I have few big numbers now. If you have watched my previous video, we did few word problems. Okay. We did few word problems and we derived quadratic equations. We'll find factors of those quadratic equations now. Okay. So if you have observed my previous videos, minus 300 is equal to 0. This was one problem, and I'm writing the questions here. X square 8x minus 1280 is equal to 0 is 1, and x square plus 32x minus 273 is equal to 0. Okay. We will solve these three problems. Okay. Now see here, 300 is a big number. Finding factors of 300 is very difficult, right? So what we do is we use prime factorization method. See, 1 into 300 is 300. So we use prime factorization. It will give us 150. Now check 2 and 150. Will it give us the middle term plus 5? No. Now 2 and 75. 2 2s is 4. 4 and 75. Will it give us plus 5 in the middle? The middle term plus 5? No. Okay. So again we need to divide further, right? Can we take 5s? Yes. This is 15. So now you check 5 2s are 10, 10 2s is 20. See, this is 5 2s are 10, 10 2s is 20. 20 and 15. Can we use 20 and 15 to get this middle term 5? Yes. How can we use it? See, plus 20 minus 15. Okay. So we should split this middle term 5x in this form. Okay. See, if you find the factors of 300, 20 and 15 will also be the factors of 300. Okay. So we should select these two numbers. Multiplication, see, this is plus, minus 15 will give us minus 300. Plus 1 into minus 3, minus 300 would only come, right? So now we are taking plus 20 and minus 15. So this is x square plus 20x minus 15x minus 300 is equal to 0. This is 15x. What can we take common from the first two terms? X. Once you find factors, the other things are very easy, right? So if you take x common, x plus 20 will come here. I should write the same thing in the brackets here, and outside minus 15, because we have minus 15 here. So now whatever is there inside the bracket, write one time, whatever is there outside the bracket, write one time. Okay, so we have x plus 20 is equal to 0 and x minus 15 is equal to 0. So this will give us x is equal to 15 and x is equal to minus 20. Okay, I hope you understood. If you have big numbers, use prime factorization like this and find the factors. Okay, let us do this problem. 1280, x square minus 8x plus x square minus 8x minus 1280. So let me rub this. X square minus 8x minus 1280 is equal to 0. See, finding the factors of 1280, finding all the factors of 1280 is difficult. So we are not going to find all the factors. We are going to use prime factorization method. So divide by 2, 640, right? So 2 and 640, will they give us minus 8, the middle term? Obviously not, right? So 320, 2 2s are 4, 4 and 320, can we get minus 8? Not possible. Again 2s are 160, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 and 160, will it give us minus 8? Will they give us minus 8? No. Divide by 2 again, 80. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 and 80, not possible again. Okay, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32, 32 and 40, can we get minus 8? Yes. Plus minus will give us minus 8, like this, plus 32 minus 40. Alright, let us split this in this form. X square plus 32x, see, 32 minus 40, minus 40x minus 1280 is equal to 0. Okay, hard part is done, right? Now take x common from this first two terms. We'll have x plus 2 in the bracket, so write that in the bracket one more time. Outside the bracket, minus 40 is equal to 0. So x plus 32 and x minus 40 is equal to 0. So this will be x plus 32 is equal to 0 and x minus 40 is equal to 0. X is equal to 40 and x is equal to minus 32. Okay, easy one, right? If you know how to find the factors, the rest is very easy. Okay, now let me rub this and let me do the last problem in this video. We have x square plus 32x minus 273 is equal to 0. Okay, 1 into 273 is 273. See here, 273 is cannot be divided by 2. It is an odd number. See, but check, add the digits 3 and 7 is how much? 10. 10 and 2 is how much? 12. So 12 is divisible by 3, which means this number is also divisible by 3. So how many times? 3 9s are 27. Okay, 3 1s are 3. 3 and 91. Can we get 32 using 3 and 91? No. So 91. So 3 will not go in 91, but 7 will go. See, 91 divided by 7. 7 1s are 7. So subtract 2 will come, and this one here, 3 is a 21, right? So 7 will go 13 times. Now check, see, 7 3s are 21. 21 and 13, will these numbers give us 32? No. 34 is possible, but 32 is not possible, right? Alright, so these two numbers will not work. Check for the other variants now. See, 13 multiplied by 3. 13 multiplied by 3 is 39. Okay, 13 multiplied by 3 is 39 and 7. Can we use 39 and 7 to get 32? Yes, like this, right? Okay, what numbers did we use? We used 13, 3, 39 and then 7. So 39 minus 7. So let us split this 32 in that form: x square plus 39x minus 7x minus 273 is equal to 0. Okay, 39 into 7 will give us 273 only. Now take x common, x plus 39, and here also x plus 39. This is equal to 0 outside the brackets minus 7. So this is x minus x plus 39 and x minus 7 is equal to 0. This will become x plus 39 is equal to 0 and x minus 7 is equal to 0. X is equal to 7 and x is equal to minus 39. Okay. So minus 39 and 7 are the roots of this equation. Okay. So in this video we have studied factorization. The other name of factorization is splitting the middle term. In the next video we will learn graphical method. Okay. Thank you so much for watching the video.